So please give a warm round of applause for super patriot Paul Rimmer.
I'm a humble guy. I've been involved in this movement really for 17 years, and Paul has been involved probably longer than me.
20 years.
We were both educated in the BNP. I was in the BNP for 7 years, and I learned so much there from the fellow patriots. Forget all you heard about the BNP. We were just solid patriotic men and women of Britain, and we wanted to save our country. There was no ulterior agenda. Now I look around here tonight, and there's a Shakespeare quote come to mind. We few, we happy few. We band of brothers and sisters. For he who stands with me tonight will be my brother and sister. That's what we are. We are a family, and it's really important that patriots have that heart for each other, because ultimately it's not about what you work out in your mind, it's what you feel in here and how you connect with your brothers and sisters. We are standing for our ancient British and English roots. We go back thousands of years. How many thousands is difficult to say. I mean, my family have probably been in this country for 10,000 years. We were here before the Celts. I mean, my family, as probably everybody else here, your family will come from North Wales, it will come from Scotland, it will come from Ireland, it will come from all over England. You know, our roots are so deep in this soil. We've shaped this nation through the centuries of our ancestors, our forefathers. They worked hard, they laboured, they fought off invasion after invasion. That's why we're here today standing, because they were willing to fight off invaders. They were willing to keep this race of people, the English, the British race, alive. And that's what we've got to be thankful for that. We've got to appreciate everything our ancestors did to us. And what a job they did. They left us with the greatest country the world's ever seen. The whole world speaks our language. We are a small group of people on a small island. And yet, the world doesn't speak Chinese. It doesn't speak Hindi. It doesn't speak Swahili. It doesn't speak Italian, the Roman Empire. It speaks the language of our ancestors, what we created. We're a special breed. The English people, each one of us, are a special breed. And we're not prepared to accept being denigrated and shat on in our own country. We're not prepared to accept that. This is the passion in our hearts. Now, there's one man who's also part of that bloodline of the British nation. His mother was from Lewis, Scotland. True Scot, goes back thousands of years. And we know who that man is, Donald J. Trump. He's our Donald Trump. And he is the leader of the free world. And he is transforming the world. This is why we've always got to remember that we're not a persecuted, isolated group of nationalists. We are on the winning side, and we're going to win in this battle. And that's because we stand with Donald Trump. He overrides this whole movement. And it was amazing when these 4 women, they could have been in Britain, a Somali, a Palestinian, Puerto Rican, and I'm not sure what the other one is, I think West African or something. I've got themselves in the US Congress, and every day they're denigrating America, putting America down, and attacking America, and insulting America. We have it every day in Britain, but will any of our politicians stand up against them?
No. PC.
Paul Golding stood up against them, and he's spoken out to them, and he's led battle after battle for year after year in defiance of the insults the British people have faced. But we're fighting the state as well. This is the problem. The state are persecuting us for fighting back, for fighting for Britain. But anyway, Donald Trump said, these women, if they want to insult America, if they don't like this country, if they hate this country, go back to where you come from. You're not welcome. We want people in America who love that nation, right? When Donald Trump made those comments, he broke the 4 rules that govern every one of us. The 4 rules of political correctness. White can never criticise black. Blacks are always the victims and always right. We are always wrong. This is how we're denigrated in our own country. We're always the people that have to take it. Donald Trump wouldn't take it, he gives it. And he'll give it to anyone, regardless of the colour of their skin. If it's justified, he'll do it. The second rule, and there are ladies here, and they know how ridiculous this is, men cannot attack women now. Women are also deemed a persecuted minority, even though they're the majority of the population, 51%. Donald Trump attacked 4 women. That was unacceptable in the age of feminism. women are always the victims. Of course, they're not the victims. This is just as it's a pathetic portrayal of black people. It's a pathetic portrayal of women. Because women are capable of standing up for themselves. They don't have to have this everything skewed in their interest. The third rule of political correctness that we've got to watch, because in this country it's enforced by the law. The nativist population, the people who are born here, the indigenous people, cannot criticise immigrants. Immigrants are given a special status, a special protection, and you've got to treat them, whether they're felons, whether they're illegal, whether they're robbing off our welfare state, whether they've come here to suck us dry, or whether they've come here to actually take over, as the Muslims have. You've got to treat them with kid gloves. You can't speak the truth. Yeah. Donald Trump spoke the truth against immigrants. He broke the third rule of political correctness. But then he went even further, and he broke the fourth rule of political correctness, which is now comes down from the United Nations. You cannot criticise Islam. That is Islamophobia. That is slander. That is illegal. That deserves to be punished. You cannot, even though Islam, I mean, it's got to the situation where Christians literally have got to put the neck on the line for Muslims, and if Muslims go, take off your head, you still can't criticise Islam. You can't criticise Muslims. These people are not true Muslims who are cutting off Christian heads. They've misinterpreted the Quran. But I often think, which Muslim country with all these lefties love to go and live in? You know, you make a choice. Saudi Arabia, Pakistan, Afghanistan maybe. A holiday in Afghanistan, holiday in Somalia. I mean, Trump said, your country are hellholes, the shitholes. If you think that we're so bad, go back and sort out your own countries. And Donald Trump said that. He had the audacity to speak the truth. Now what's happened? A storm of protest came up against him. Because you see, you've got to realise this is a religion you're taking on here. This is like blaspheming in the days of Roman Catholicism when they controlled. If you blaspheme the Roman Catholic Church before the Reformation, that was a potential death sentence. And Donald Trump has sort of, he's shaken this religion called political correctness or cultural Marxism, whatever you ever call it. These people are Marxists essentially. And they've come at him like a horde of hornets, you know, they just come in for the kill. He's a racist, he's a xenophobe, he's a sexist, he's Islamophobe. They just come at him ferociously.
He's a legend.
And they just laugh at him. He said, hey, you know, he was in the Rose Garden, he said, you got any questions to ask me? Anyone want to talk about manufacturing? He knew the press, there's the media here, you know. And he just pushed it to one side, the whole attack upon him. And he won't back down. He won't back down. Instead, he reinforces exactly what he says, and he adds to it.
I use him up.
Now,
the more copycats.
Even the people, it's true. I mean, he's amazing. Donald Trump is amazing. I mean, we're here with Paul. Paul's faced like incarceration, criminal cases, persecution by the state. For how long now, Paul? 10 years more, a decade, non-stop, for nothing. He's done nothing criminal whatsoever. All he's done is stand up as a patriot for his nation. He deserves the laurels for that, he deserves a pat on the back, but he's faced ferocious persecution by the state. But he's here tonight to lead us. That's an incredible achievement. I mean, I think that deserves a round of applause. This guy is amazing, he's irrepressible. And he's made the decision. I mean, I've been in 3 court cases myself. I've been locked in police stations. I've never been actually found guilty. I've won each of my trials. We were found not guilty in Belfast. But I know the pressure it puts you under. Yeah. And there is something in you saying, I've got to get away from this, because the state can exert incredible pressure on you. You know, to overcome that. I mean, I'm just saying to Paul as he comes into the room here, he's not even facing a charge now. You know, he's not.
Jinxed me, Paul.
He's overcome the persecution.
He raped you last week.
Can't fuck him in. Now, we know Tommy's in prison in Belmarsh for nothing. Now, it's like the state will fabricate charges against you now. And why are they doing this, the state? Because they're taking orders from the Muslim Council of Britain. The Muslim Council of Britain wanted Tommy in prison, right? This is the reality we have to face in Britain, that we're now living under Sharia law. We literally are. You know, I talked about Islamophobia. You cannot criticise Islam. the state will come down on you like a ton of bricks. You'll be banned off Facebook, you'll be banned off Twitter, they'll try and isolate you as much as they can. And that's why it's important at this time that we stick together as patriots.
Yeah.
That it's when the friendships and the brotherhood and sisterhood kicks in when you come under that pressure. And it's only those who are truly committed to our cause that will survive under that pressure. Now, some people say to me, don't you ever feel like giving her in up, you know, don't you ever feel like dropping it? I can't. It's in my DNA.
Yeah.
I've got to speak the truth. I've got to stand up for my nation and my community. And if it means, ultimately, people say you might get killed, I don't care. I literally don't care. I mean, you know, I've had 56 years on this earth so far, so I'm thankful for that. But I'm a Christian, like Paul, like Andy, like Mike, like many other people. And I believe God is with us, you see. I believe we're standing for something eternal here. We're lifting up the true heritage of Britain, which is our Christian heritage, our faith, our notion of what is right and what is wrong. That's why we can speak with such confidence, because we know what is right and what is wrong. We know that the Muslims can never have the right to groom, rape and prostitute our children. Even if they regard us as kafirs, we're not prepared to accept that. We know it's wrong and we'll fight to the death to stop that.
Yeah.
We know as Britons that we are being given this amazing inheritance of liberty. So many people, I mean, those people who have burnt at the stake, the likes of Thomas Cranmer, Hugh Latimer, Nicholas Ridley, they stood for truth, they stood for liberty, they gave their lives. I mean, the martyrs' blood has been spilled in this country, and through the ages, we've battled battle after battle. We've never submitted to any foreign invader. We've never submitted to any tyrant, whether it be Charles I or anybody else who's trying to take our freedoms away. And we can't submit now. If we're true Britons, if we've got that blood in us that was in our ancestors, if we've got the same spirit in us that were in our ancestors, we can't submit. We can't give in.
No surrender.
And we've got to rise to the challenge. Even when they come against us, and even when they attack us. I mean, Paul faced this attack from the BBC, and people have asked me a lot, well, what's the real truth in it? We don't believe the lies of the enemy.
No.
We don't believe the lies of the enemy. We believe in truth, and we believe that we will overcome in this battle.
Yes.
We will win.
Definitely.
This is the point. I mean, I've just mentioned Donald Trump. Paul's just come back from Russia. And he, you know, Vladimir Putin has turned Russia around. 20 years ago, Russia was crumbling and the people thought it was going to disappear. Putin, he's resurrected the Russian Orthodox Church. He's resurrected the patriotic spirit in Russia. He's resurrected the military spirit in Russia. It's a masculine country. They'll stand up for their nation. That's exactly what we've got to do in this country. And it's like, as I said right at the beginning there, we few, we happy few, we band of brothers. It's just a germ like that, just an acorn. It can grow into an oak. I remember when we were in the BNP and we were just a marginal force, but eventually we got 1 million votes. It all went down the chute, sadly, but for 8 years we really ascended in the face of amazing hostility. We saw Britain First had 2 million followers on Facebook.
3 million?
3 million. Holy smoke! Another million, see what I mean? I'm underestimating how strong we are. And look at Tommy. Tommy has stood, you know, he stood as an individual against amazing opposition, and yet he's persevered, and he's internationally known now. He's known not by 3 million people, but by, I think, 3 billion people. Yeah. So, you know, we can make an impact as individuals. So I'd just like to say to everyone here, stay faithful. We're going to win in this battle. It doesn't look too good at the moment for us in Britain, but we're winning. In Russia, in America, Salvini, Marine Le Pen, all the parties, Eastern Europe, Viktor Orban. There's no surrender. The European people, the people of the West are rising up again, and we're part of that momentum of change. And we're not going to surrender. No surrender. No surrender. We go on to victory. We're English men and women, and we expect to win, and we will win. Thank you. We're looking for funds, really, to promote this work that we're doing. So if you support us and you want to invest in this battle to save our nation, there's a PayPal link in the description. If you can, please make a donation. Make sure you subscribe to our channel.
Ring the bell as well so you get a notification of any future videos we make. We're turning out 2, 3, 4 videos a week now, and we're going to keep on this battle until we win. Thank you.